Ladies and gentlemen, may I now take this opportunity to welcome to you the National Chairman of the National Alliance, TNA, to talk to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onyangolo. Not just for the introduction, but for the fact that you play a crucial role within our party as our secretary. Asante, I believe he deserves a better clap than that. Let's clap for him. Do you believe? Do you believe? If you believe, let me see by the show of your hands. A sign to all Kenyans that we who are here believe. Before I start, I'd like to recognize the presence of the Speaker of the East Africa Legislative Assembly, Honorable Abdi Rahman Haji, wherever he is, kindly stand up. I think he came in late. Let's clap for him. Asante sana for being with us today. We appreciate your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow countrymen, I stand before you deeply humbled by the privilege and the rare responsibility of addressing you this afternoon. Tremendously grateful for the wave of support, goodwill, and encouragement that we as a party, TNA, have received from you in recent days as we looked forward to this launch, and greatly awed by the magnitude of what lies before us. Today, a statement of faith has gone out from this place. It's a declaration that's being heard by Kenyans in every town, in every market center, and in every village. It's an account that is being broadcast by television and radio stations to millions of citizens across this land as well as overseas. And today, it's our hope that this message of faith will take root in the hearts of Kenyans everywhere, that we will all pull out the weeds of skepticism and push aside the stumbling blocks of disillusion to make room for this faith. Because despite every challenge that we have faced as a nation, against every odd that has taunted our hope, in spite of every old enemy that has reared its head to oppose us, we can and we will make it, when we will make Kenya a better place, we will make our country the kind of country that we have yearned for a long, long time. Fellow Kenyans, as I stand before you, I am reminded that it is our strength and resilience that have carried us thus far. And it is this resilience, a resilience that is deeply rooted in our love for this country and embedded in the unanimous hope for better lives that will move us forward as a country. I am also reminded that despite the fact that our nation's citizens have a great diversity of needs, they have fewer differences in their collective ambitions, and they have minimal discrepancies in their vision for this country called Kenya. I am reminded that ultimately there is and will always be a common thread that holds together the tapestry of the hopes of our countrymen. And that is why we, the National Alliance, a party comprised of Kenyans from all backgrounds, have committed ourselves to one cause. We have determined that we will stand with Kenyans. We will stand with the women and the woman in the countryside who toils every day in the hopes of securing a better tomorrow for our children. And we will stand with the children too, who deserve a government that protects their present and guarantees their future. Who deserve to live in a country where they can believe that anything is possible. We will stand with the hardworking men of Kenya who labor tirelessly to ensure that they can put food on the table for their families. And we as TNA will stand with the youth. The youth of our country are the trustees of this nation and of the trustees of this nation's posterity. They are the beacons of hope who deserve to be defined by something more than just an overquoted statistic. We will remind them, we will remind ourselves that when this country was liberated from the colonial evils, when we ventured beyond that tyranny into a world of freedom and self-governance, it was young Kenyans, it was the Mboyas and the Ngays, it was the young Kibakis and the Mungais that pioneered leadership and set a precedent for us all to follow. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will stand, and we will stand strong. We will stand proud. And most of all, we will stand undivided. Indeed, our unity will be part of our marching anthem. We will not allow ourselves to be torn apart by tribal tensions, because we have seen a truly beautiful reality in this country called Kenya. We have seen that the Kalenjin dreams in much the same way as the Luhya does. We have seen that the goals of the Kikuyu are in no way opposed to the hopes of the Luo. And we know that those in Eastern, in Western, in Central, in Northeastern, in Coast, in Nyanza, and Rift Valley will feel a similar stab of pain when a family member dies, and they will suffer the same hunger when rains fail and flood and food prices rise. They will rejoice. They will rejoice with equal passion when a child is born. And they will stand with equal pride when that child succeeds. We are all Kenyans. We know that Kenyans all celebrate when Korir and Cherop win gold at the Boston Marathon. And we all cheer when Mariga scores a goal for the Harambee Stars, or when Collins Injera makes a try for the Rugby Sevens team. Fellow Kenyans, we know this to be true, that the forces that hold us together are far greater than those that have ever desired to tear us apart. So we will stand united. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are rising up to take our place alongside those who believe, because we too believe. We believe that no matter where we come from in this country, regardless of what station in life we occupy, every Kenyan invariably wants the same thing: to go about our lives peacefully and to have a fair chance at making something of ourselves. And we believe that every Kenyan deserves to have that chance. We believe that all Kenyans deserve to receive quality health care when they fall sick, and that all Kenyans deserve to be accorded the same amount of respect and dignity. We believe that all Kenyan children deserve to have access to excellent education, no matter where they live. That the children of my brother Mohammed Kasim from Lamu County should not have to travel more than 600 kilometers to find quality education in Nairobi, but that his children, but that my children and your children should be able to access the highest quality of education wherever they are. We believe that we have come into an era where no Kenyan living on Kenyan soil should have to go hungry. We know that we can more than triple our food production in this country through irrigation by ensuring the water is available for agriculture, and that farmers can access information and technology, affordable seeds, fertilizers, farm inputs that are necessary to ensure that we have food security on our land. It is possible. I tell you today, Kenyans, it is possible. We believe that Kenyans deserve to live in a country where they feel that the government works with them and for them. We believe that every citizen should be able to make a stable career out of their God-given skills and abilities. That the Marigas and the Olieches should be more of the rule than the exception. That the Rudishas and the Jelimos should be just two among thousands of peers. We believe that. We believe that young Kenyans, the youth of this country, should be able to explore their diverse talents and forge successful careers in the arts. That our filmmakers can reach and surpass the standards of Nollywood, Bollywood, and even Hollywood, because we have our very own Riverwood. We believe that our music can contribute to the melodic mosaic of the world. That our poetry and our poetry can fashion, and our fashion can become formidable fields in this world. Because our young people are talented. I mean, haven't you seen our young people today? Our young people are indeed talented. And we say to our musicians, we say to our producers, our artists, our actors, our actresses, and designers, that we salute you. We appreciate you and we believe in you. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed we do believe. We believe that pamoja tunaweza na tutaweza. That with the right government, with the TNA government, every great vision will become a reality in this great land of ours called Kenya. And that is our faith. That is our faith. And that is the faith that we are asking you to carry on in your hearts, even as you go home. Because once we believe, because once we all believe, we will finally be able to propel ourselves from the poisons of past politics into the promise of our potential. So today we make this pledge to our people, that we as TNA, we will ensure that TNA presents to you visionary leaders at the ballot. We will present to you leaders who are committed, leaders who are strong, leaders who are able, and leaders who care. Because those are the kinds of leaders that this country needs. But we also would like to make a similar commitment to all those who are aspiring for those positions through this party. We want to assure you, aspirants, that there will be no direct nominations for elective positions. And we'd like to assure you that we will also, in the same vein, not have a system that disadvantages those who may not have millions of shillings in their accounts, but have millions of ideas in their minds. Ladies and gentlemen, and we want you to know that we will have a level playing field, that we, as the national officials of TNA, seated before you, will not vie for any elective positions in this election, because we also need to be neutral arbiters in this process. And rest assured, we will conduct our nominations in a free, fair, and transparent way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing all this because TNA wants to do more than just win an election. We want to transform our country. Our party will not be satisfied with just being the strongest political party in Kenya, and I believe we will be, but we will be satisfied when we have redefined how politics is done in this country called Kenya. When it is no longer about the politicians and the parties, but when the focus is finally where it should be, on the people of Kenya. And we believe that we will do it. From this day, from this time, from this place, let it be known, and let it be known clearly, that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Kenyans. A generation born in the last half century, disciplined by harsh economic times, refined by the 844 system, proud of their cultural heritage, and unwilling to helplessly sit back and watch their destiny pass them by. Let every Kenyan know that we shall pay the price, that we shall bear the burden, we shall meet any hardships that stand between us and a peaceful, prosperous Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, the movement towards that Kenya has begun. The movement towards that Kenya has begun. Let him who has eyes see, and let he who has ears hear. There is no second guessing. There is no idling, and there is no turning back. We are here because we know that together we can. We are here because we know that together we will. So I ask you now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, fellow Kenyans, for the good of all of us, for the love of this great nation, and for the family called Kenya, to join us in this journey, in the National Alliance, as we march towards the Kenya we believe in and the Kenya we deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to believe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you.